DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
Is that my song, John? Is that my song, John?
It was the song, yep. We are getting kicked off of YouTube today, ladies and gentlemen, and it all works out because just around a year ago, around this time, the Zuck cucked us, all right?
So really did. So this is for the Zuck and his mother.
The fucking 23.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, because it's probably better if you did it from your phone than we did it from.
Yeah, don't pipe it straight in. Don't pipe it straight in.
Yeah, nah.
Let's do it the actual pirate way.
That's the thing. The Creedence fucking sound bit that got played, that is right there at the edge of, if it was 1 second longer, it would be a fucking copyright strike.
It's over. It's like completely
it's fucking
over.
On. It's fucking over and
so
on. Okay.
I make sure when I make my sound clips for shit, for my soundboard, I make sure if it's music, I'm just at the fucking tip of that dick.
just for a second, just to see how it feels. For a second.
Just the tip. Just
the tip.
Tiny little bit of
ice cream, guys. Just a little ice cream.
It'll feel good. It'll feel good just for a second. Okay, just for a second.
Yeah.
How's everybody? Yeah. Good morning. How's everybody feeling today?
I mean, aside from the fact that I haven't slept with any beautiful mothers lately, I'm doing okay.
I mean, that sounds like a fucking problem.
It kind of is, actually.
You're gonna have to switch that up, Jay. You're gonna have to switch.
The desert, the desert is very dry. Okay, in the land of Jay. Okay, so ladies, if you're out there, like, you know, I'm here. I'm here in Kansas City.
All right. So what I'm understanding is we need to get Jay MetaQuest 2 and Pornhub premium subscription. Got it.
And like, does that like, is that one of those like VR porn things?
Yes.
Like, can I use a pocket pussy when I watch it? Like, is that?
So they actually do have those that actually pair up with it.
Yo, ever heard of Jerkmate?
Yeah, that's actually what the Jerkmate is.
This is like, okay, so I'm not even able to get this out. Hold on.
Hello.
I love when we fuck Jay up to the point of he can't even fucking talk within fucking 4 seconds of us starting a fucking episode.
Dude,
it's fucking
great. I had something funny to say, but I can't get it. If I can't get it out, it's just like, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like,
what's going on, Donna Kennedy? Welcome in.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Actually, it seems like it was sent by Stoned Vet and Dirty Hippie.
To you guys, cheers to the great state of Texas and freaking the other 49 too. All right, happy Mother's Day. Here's to all your mamas. All right, and for all your baby mamas and all the baby mama drama. All right, we're mother lovers too. We happen to feel very strongly about mothers on this show. So, cheers to everyone out there. Happy fucking Mother's Day.
So we got something that was sent to us from our friend Kobalas. Something he says that to react to. He says, "This is what he said to me." Yeah, I mean, I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie, but he said,
"Roll the fucking dice."
So
he
John,
says, "It's not in any way graphic, just absolutely hilarious in the worst way possible."
John, I thought we paid you to field shit like this before the show. So that way we don't get fucking strike down or fucking taken down, or we don't get cucked by the Zuck again, shit like that. So
I can't hear. Zuck is not here.
That's correct.
He's at UFC.
What's going on doing? Tell the missus Happy Mother's Day from us.
Absolutely.
Right, here we go. So this is called Thank You to the Troops.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh, let's find.
I can only imagine the fucker. Oh God.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the troops from the dusty, deadly streets of Iraq. We can't wait till you all come back. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the troops fighting terrorists in Afghanistan. You're the one, you're the man. On a bright red carpet, you'll always stand while we be rocking with the funky band. Sometimes, when it comes to thanks, our government is a little slow for what you've done for us. You should get hell of a install. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the troops who'll be jumping and jumping, high-fiving planes, doing paraloops.
Okay. All right, John, that's good.
John,
I think we're good. I think we're good.
That shit. Nope. Fuck that.
Did we smoke meth? Did we smoke meth this morning? Like, I thought she was gonna like thank us by like servicing certain parts. Or whatever.
When she came out of that fucking supply crate, I was expecting
shit.
like titties to pop out at some point or some.
I was
shit.
like, oh man, they're bringing the huas back on the fob. They're bringing all
it totally seemed like it was about to be a very low budget fucking porno film.
I would have been okay with that. I mean, I would have been. I'm
pretty sure YouTube wouldn't have been okay with that. So. I'm
just saying, I'm a connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur. Okay, I can get that vintage look too. I don't mind the vintage look. Okay, like
my lord, yeah,
he's not here either, John. That guy's not here either.
He said Kobalas is not. No, he's wow. Holy shit. I'm gonna write.
Never again. If it comes from Kobalas, we have to fucking watch that shit in advance.
I'm strangely okay with that one. I'm strangely okay with it. But then again, I'm kind of a thirsty bitch right now, so
I'll make sure to send you the link.
I probably would have. The lady in the video, I probably would. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll send you the link. So I actually got some stuff to.
She looked like she was about as dusty as the fucking streets of Iraq.
She kind of looked like she smelled a little bit.
Like, oh my God.
She spent a little bit too much time in the jungles of Nam.
Yeah, the jungles. You're like the jungle. Like.
So we had a really good week this week. I do want to talk about one thing that did happen.
Okay.
Welcome to Rockville happened this week, and it turned out to be a very good show. I got to watch it pretty much the whole thing on YouTube. But what was the name of the other one that got canceled last year?
Talking about Blue Ridge Rock Fest?
They got canceled again this year.
Yeah.
Why is that not fucking? This is like the third fucking year in a row this shit's happened with that fucking show.
So second, and there is context about it. Actually, it sounds like from the statement that they put out just a couple days ago, they're more concerned of making sure that the funds and all the lawsuits and stuff are done.
Yeah,
we're going on with a new one, and that was the message that they put. A list of the bands didn't even get put out yet for this show. There was a lot of questions, and there were tickets that were bought, not this year, but when you go to a show, you go to a festival or something, they usually have pre-sale tickets for the following year. So this is a lot of people have it out of context, and they're just like, oh, Blue Ridge fucked them again, but that's not the case at all. These tickets were already bought last year. Good afternoon from the dungeon. What's up, my brother? Guys, make sure you tune in May 15th to see myself and Kobalis as a guest of From the Dungeon. May 15th, 8 p.m. I'm pretty sure it is. But yo, thank you for
I'll
coming.
tune in only if they let you air that video you just showed us.
Oh shit.
We're not bringing that. We're not bringing that to another.
We're not bringing that back. But
thank you, Cabalas. Thank you, Cabalas.
Yeah, Blue Ridge is canceled again this year.
Well, they messed up really bad last year, like beyond messing up. That was a fuck fest. That was a straight. I mean, we titled our episode that week Blue Ridge Fuck Fest. Blue Ridge Football Fuck Fest.
It was a year ago when we were talking about that, when people were being left out there. Like we were.
That shit looks scary.
As it was happening, there were still tweets. There were still tweets coming out when we were covering it that Sunday.
Yeah.
But as it says here that they mutually agreed that hosting the festival is not feasible since they are still awaiting a resolution for 2023. So that's the big deal about it. So anyone who was cursing something, it's not like they were continuing the damn show.
Yeah,
it doesn't even seem like they had any bands even booked for this, because it seems like they knew that this wasn't going to happen this year.
Who would sign up? Who would sign up for that, knowing what happened last year? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, and the funny thing is, wasn't it? It was last year. So there was the Blue Ridge Fuck Fest, as we lovely titled it for our episode, and then it was like a week or two later was fucking Burning Man, and that was just a complete fucking clusterfuck too.
Yeah, it was.
Burning Man got fucking annihilated that week too.
Is it just me? Is it just me, guys, or is the whole like the music festival thing like going the way of the fucking 90s, dude? Like I don't know if I'm just getting old and I don't feel like fucking standing around and sweating and smelling fucking 80,000 people around me.
The festival thing, I will agree with you on that, Jay. The festival thing, like the multi-day festivals, totally going the way of fucking the dog. Like at this point, dude, they're just
fun.
Those of us that used to fucking enjoy doing festivals and shit like that, because I used to fucking go to them all the time back in the fucking day. They're not enjoyable anymore. I've got bad knees. I've got a bad back. I've got bad shoulders. Standing around in the fucking heat all goddamn day like that just does not fucking do me any good. I'm ready to fucking start fighting somebody about halfway through the motherfucker. It's not good for my fucking mental health. It's not good for my fucking criminal background. Shit like that, because my fucking record's clear. I have no fucking criminal history right now. But if I were to go to a fucking goddamn festival like that, I am going to 100% come out with new shiny bracelets.
Yeah, just catch charges, dude. Like just catching charges like flies, dude.
Yeah,
it's like,
but it's so interesting though, right?
Yeah. So like here, like at our like music pavilion down in Raleigh, in the Raleigh, North Carolina, we have, a music pavilion. They'll do like day festivals where it's, a whole bunch of artists. They set up multiple different stages, but it's a single fucking day. And you're not, or it'll be like a weekend, but you're not camping out. You'll buy like a weekend pass and you go in the days you want to, you see who you fucking want to, you can go home, you fucking go to sleep.
Right.
Or you get a hotel nearby, and then you're not, doing the fucking camping thing. It's not like a fucking festival.
In other words, we're getting old. We're getting old.
I could fucking do shit like that where, I purchase a fucking 3-day weekend pass to a fucking rock festival that's at the pavilion here, where I'm not having to fucking camp out, stand outside with a bunch of dirty ass hippies and fucking potentially catch a charge.
I'm actually going to a concert Thursday night. Friday night. Go to a concert Friday night. I'm gonna go see a band called Our Last Night.
Okay.
They have their own original music, but they're pretty popular for doing cover songs, and they're actually doing a covers only tour.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of bands doing covers, and I'll tell you why. Because you're gonna fucking like the music they play.
That's true.
Exactly.
The band that my wife and I are actually going for is a band called Normandy. It's their first time coming to America.
Nice.
And
I like Normandy. They've got some good music.
Are they French?
They're great. They're really right, Squilly. I'm actually shocked. Yes, so they're coming here for the
French.
No, Swedish. They're like, I think they're Swedish.
Huh?
I believe so. Yeah, they're a Swedish group. They're called Normandy. I mean, fucking the Swedes were fucking involved in all that shit back in the day too.
It is what it is. I'm just curious because Normandy is in France. I was just curious. You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, they're actually a very popular band. They're growing in size. They're not even signed yet, and they're here in America for the first time. And I can't wait to see them on Friday. It's a gift from my wife. So it's super.
To be fucking honest with you, Jay, if I had any fucking musical talent at all, you want to know what my band name would be?
What?
D-Day.
E-Day?
D-Day.
Oh, just D-Day? D-Day? Okay, got you.
Like that just, gotta give homage to the OGs.
Totally fucking down, dude. Totally fucking down. And we have another, that anniversary. That's
he's not wrong.
That's one of those things where like that anniversary is coming up next month. Now we're a little bit less than a month away from the. Is it 80? This year's 80 years. 80 years. This is going to be 80 years since D-Day, dude. Like that's some shit. That is some fucking shit. 80 years since like.
I can't wait to talk about that. Are we gonna fucking watch some fucking Saving Private Ryan?
We might have to. I think we might have to do that. What did we used to do? We used to like link up our systems or something and like watch movies together. Do you remember that, John? Like back in the day? I vaguely have this like vague memory when I still lived in Colorado. We used to like link our shit up and we'd watch fucking movies sometimes together.
We got to do like a DD214 like movie night.
We really do.
We can do that. We can do like watch parties on fucking Discord.
Yeah, we can.
We can. That is correct. I think that's how we start. I could be wrong, but I think that's how we did it at least once or twice.
We did it once.
To watch the goddamn
a fight. Was it a fight?
No, it was the awards. It was the video game awards. Remember?
Yeah, it was the VGA.
Fucking Christ!
You remember that?
I mean, fuck. I had a whole thought process then talking about fucking watch parties and shit. Threw me off.
We were talking about D-Day.
So like this time of year, like with D-Day and all that shit, my go-to isn't Saving Private Ryan.
Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Cool. I watched that last year.
It's a fucking cinematic masterpiece, to be honest with you.
I watched
dude.
And we just covered 2 weeks ago that some of the cast members just
are going to be fucking doing a jump for the fucking anniversary.
Yeah.
Like they went and got fucking trained, like officially fucking trained to be able to do a jump for the fucking anniversary of D-Day.
Every time I watch that fucking miniseries, like it's like I've seen it before. I know what's going to happen, but
there's still times I fucking choke up.
Oh, dude! Like when they liberate the fucking concentration camp, dude. Like I lost it. I completely lost it because I was just like, that's what you have to deal with. That's the shit. That's the shit. When you go home, you don't fucking talk about what you saw. You know what I mean? When you talk about some of the guys that just don't. When you see suffering on such a fucking mass scale like that, and there's other forms of suffering in the wars that we've done, and like when you see it on that scale, it's really hard to quantify. And then seeing it put like on the screen, like it hits different. It hits different now that I've been out for a couple of years. It hits different, like
right. That's right. So let's move on. We got real quick. The Kansas City Royals.
Oh God,
are in the top 10 in MLB. They're in the top 10. Okay.
It sucks that weekend I'm out there. They're fucking away game.
They're all away when you're here. But they're them and the Guardians. Them and the Guardians are fucking attacking each other like for first place right now.
Yep.
The Royals are playing good baseball right now. They've got a good pitch. They've got good pitching. They've got good pitching. They've got speed on the bases, and they're making contact with the ball at the plate. Those are the fucking three things you need to win a baseball game right there. Fucking people.
And it's happening it's happening up here in New York too, and it's actually happening in Philadelphia and in Baltimore too. Philly.
This might just be a fucking classic fucking playoff series. Fucking like coming this year. Like, can you imagine? Oh, fucking more Yankees fans. Because that's what we fucking need in this world is more goddamn fucking Yankees.
Yes, we do. We're the greatest team in baseball. Listen, Architects just played a concert.
You said worst team ever. Wrong.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't.
Listen, we're number 5 right now, and I'll take number 5 because it's better than number 6, way better than number 9. But it's nice to see the Kansas City Royals
playing baseball again.
10. Yeah, like they're in the top 10.
They tied last year. Last year they tied their own record for worst season record ever.
Yeah,
just last year. This is not 2 years ago. This is last year. And like, yeah, they.
Copyright strike.
If somebody ever tried to copyright strike that on us, dude, like I would go to Facebook headquarters and commit vandalism. I would do crimes.
You mean YouTube?
YouTube. We're not on
YouTube
Facebook anymore.
We removed. Well,
go
Facebook forcefully removed us.
Yeah, so like I'm going to start with Facebook.
We cucked the Zuck.
That's correct. We did, and like I'll start at Facebook and make my way to YouTube. We'll see how fucking fast the cops get there.
And breaking news: Jaws star Susan Backlini is dead at 77 years old.
Oh, which character did she play in the first movie?
Jay's like, yeah, I don't fucking know who that is.
She was the shark's first victim.
That's what I thought. Was it the swimmer? It was a swimmer lady? Yeah.
It was the first one.
At the very beginning. When you first Yep.
Yeah. That's it. What else we got? I think that's kind of it with like some of like the media news, right? There ain't really much that has been going on. Actually, I got one for you, and I want to hear your thoughts about it, especially as a security guard at venues.
Oh God.
This week, a dumbass brought their baby to a Taylor Swift concert. And the picture that is shown of the baby on the floor. And if you've been to concerts before, you know. We'll get to that in a second, Dylan. I'd love to talk.
You mean Twisters? Why the fuck? Okay, yeah, we'll
get to that in a second.
We'll get to that because I've got a fucking rant.
I have to show this picture for those who haven't.
Hold up, I know what you're talking about. I saw it.
I mean, and the baby's face is covered, but look at this shit, guys.
Well, can you blow that up for our viewing audience?
Yes.
Here's what I'll say about this. I have seen people with children at events and concerts, sporting events, stuff like that. I have 2 children of my own. Sometimes you make decisions, or if you can't get childcare or whatever, you know, it is what it is. Like what they're standing on, that they're probably on a football field. And what they're standing on are these plastic like grids, and they kind of connect together like a puzzle to cover the field. Those aren't the worst things in the world to probably lay your baby on. I think I see they have like a cover underneath her.
Yeah.
Underneath the baby. Like they're trying at least. At least they're trying.
Yeah.
Okay? That's about all I can say about it. I'm not a huge fan or proponent of bringing small children to events like this only because of safety. That's it. It's not, I don't think it makes you a bad parent. I don't think it's irresponsible. I know people,
Agreed.
It has nothing to do with anyone being a good or bad parent. To me, it's more just safety. The only 99% of the time, the only thing I give a fuck about when I do security is safety. I do not care. I don't care if you're smoking fucking weed in front of me. I don't care if I'm in a venue and they don't allow smoking, you know what I mean? Like, and I see you hit your vape, dude. Like Jay is not going to be the one that gives you too much guff. Some of my partners might be, because they seem to give a lot more of a fuck about it than I do. But that's not really my bag. My bag is fucking making sure everybody infills safely, exfills safely, and the event / game / whatever it is goes off without a hitch. You know what I mean? And like the problem with that from the dungeon is how much money tickets cost now. And so if you can't find a sitter, especially at a Taylor Swift concert, I don't even want to know what that family paid. That's probably exactly why that kid is there. Because of what
my thing is though, if you can afford fucking tickets to go see Tay-Tay, you can fucking find a sitter. In theory, if you can't afford a fucking sitter, you shouldn't fucking be buying the goddamn tickets to begin with.
Sitters are hard. Sitters are not always hard to find, and as a single dad, I can attest to that. I'm very fortunate. I am very fortunate. I'm very lucky to have a fairly strong support system with my family out here. I've got I have a couple of different families out here, and they're very beautiful people. And as of late, when I've been doing work at after certain hours, like mostly at night, I have some wonderful people that stop by my place and keep an eye on freaking my children for me. Not everybody has that luxury. Not everybody has friends. Not everybody has family. And you know, are you just going to go on the internet and find a rando? Because like circumstances dictate situations. That's all.
I get that. Now, my concern, you know, because like you said, you're looking at it from a safety perspective. I'm looking at it from a fucking health perspective. That baby's fucking those fucking venues get loud during concerts.
They do. That's what the little baby headphones.
You know, yeah, but
what about people who are smoking and don't know that there's a baby there?
Okay, if you have a problem with your baby being around vape and smoke and whatever. And by the way, we are talking about a Taylor fucking Swift concert. It's not like people are smoking crack. It's not like people are smoking crack rocks. Okay, like,
yeah, it's not like not like you know they took their baby to a fucking Grateful Dead concert and there's nothing but fucking pot smoke all around.
Probably a bunch of fucking it's probably a bunch of middle-aged moms fucking giggly on fucking edibles, dude. Okay, like it's not like you're seeing fucking it's not like the Tech Nine concert. As soon as Tech Nine on stage, like fucking, it was just like weed smoke everywhere.
Like I totally get they make, you know, like headphones and earmuffs for babies, because when my kids were younger, I took them to fucking NASCAR races and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'd put, you know, fucking hearing protection over their ears, but also they weren't in that. Like, if you look at that picture, I'm going to say that baby's, you know, around about maybe a year.
18 to 24 months, probably 18 to 24
somewhere
months.
Somewhere in that year to 2 year mark. And I'm not sure if you've ever tried putting hearing protection on a fucking 18-month-old, but that shit ain't fucking staying. You can barely keep fucking shoes on an 18-month-old. What makes you think you're going to be able to keep fucking hearing protection?
I think I feel blessed because both of my children have always been pretty good, and when they would listen when Dad would ask them to do stuff like that. And there had been a couple of times, like a long time ago, we went somewhere to a rifle range, and so I could shoot my guns, and they listened, and they just watched. They didn't really get to do much, but they watched, and they sat, and they were good. And now they're older, they understand, you know, why we do safety stuff and why we cover our ears and, you know, all that. But
yeah, I mean, but you know, I just, you know, the hearing damage.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. There's a time and a place.
There's risks there. You know, it's Mother's Day. I'm gonna give an example. My mom, when I was like 6 or 7, my mom and dad went to go see fucking Meatloaf live at the fucking pavilion up the damn road from our house. The neighbors watched me and my brother. After that, while my parents were at that fucking concert, the sound alone for my mom blew her eardrums. She suffered permanent fucking hearing damage at a fucking concert.
I believe it.
So, you know, I
have to be. I started carrying. Nice.
Again, I get where you're coming from, though, Jay, because you know, concerts definitely nowadays are kind of, you know, tickets to certain artists and shit can be fucking expensive, stupid, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you have no choice.
If we're being fair,
no judgment on the mother who brought on the parents that brought the baby to the fucking concert.
I can think of much worse concerts than Taylor Swift to bring a baby.
I'm not bringing a fucking baby to a goddamn Slipknot concert. That's not going to fucking happen.
I was going to say, I think
prevail.
I think this particular
probably one of the most mellow concerts you could take your kid to is a fucking concert.
I can think of much worse. Like this is probably just a lot of people wanting to hate on fucking Taylor Swift. Yeah, this is just like you know, it's kind of like she's in her I'm gonna get hated for no reason era right now. So like when her fans bring babies to the concert that they paid thousands of dollars for, that's where they were. That's standing room only. That's on the floor. That's like by the stage. So so they definitely paid some fucking money for that.
They're in the shit. They're in the shit.
Absolutely.
So next, actually, Dylan Mason brought it up. Twisters. There's a new Twisters movie coming out, and it's so funny because we just had a Twister pandemic a week ago.
Yeah, and Joe's already having a fucking conniption fit. Dude.
Yeah, and the movie takes place in the areas where those tornadoes just hit,
like and Oklahoma and Texas. Yeah,
and the movie is about a tornado pandemic, and look, Squillini, I know you got some negative shit to say about it. I'm just gonna say right now, the movie for me looks fun. I showed the trailer to my wife and my wife.
How old were you guys when the first one came out? I remember seeing the first one in the movie theater. I saw the first one in the movie theater too. But how old were you?
I was young.
Little fucking young ass.
I was young. Yeah.
Little fucking young ass.
Fucking original one come out.
I think it was 95, 94, 95. Somebody spot check me.
96.
96. I was a freshman going into sophomore year of high school.
Yep.
So yeah. I was already a teenager.
No one ever forgets the scene with Paxton and I forgot who the other actress was in the final scene when they're in the eye of the tornado and they to the belt. Who was it?
Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt. That's who it was.
Dude, that's not how it works with tornadoes. Like, don't ever do that. Like your clothes would be ripped off and they would find you battered and fucking like you would look like fucking hamburger meat from all the fucking debris that you got hit with in the middle of that. Okay. Like it would be a belt tied to a fucking like a lump of hamburger meat. Okay.
Oh,
there wouldn't be much left. Okay.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be much left.
I don't listen to country music unless it's like Americana cowboy stuff, but like the music threw me off, but the trailer itself just looked exciting.
It's tornadoes. It's tornadoes. You know what? And speaking of which, I'm kind of a little bit of a weather nerd nowadays. There has been an uptick in storm chasers in over some of the last couple of weeks.
No shit.
Well, there's been a little bit of an uptick where some of them are like kind of bitching at each other, where they're like they can create safety issues themselves because there's so many of them on the road when these storms are going through. So like it's like a good thing and a bad thing. Like they're there to spot weather and they're there to like give people like on the spot reporting when weather's occurring in these areas. But it can be a problem when like everybody congregates to the same place, the same storm system. So it's like freaking when you got 20 storm chasers from every direction converging on a storm system or a cell that's capable of producing tornadoes. All of a sudden, you've got more traffic on the road when everybody should be fucking, for the most part, seeking shelter, right?
Actually, the guys are talking about us. There's actually
Hank the Third, dude. Hank the Third's a badass, dude. Fucking Ass Jack and fucking goddamn Super Joint Ritual, dude. Like your boy Jay is right here with you. Boy Jay is right here.
I saw Super Joint Ritual open up for Down a couple years ago. Yeah, it was, and it was at an Ozfest. That was probably one of the coolest shows.
Super Joint don't fuck around, dude. Don't fuck around, dude.
Yeah, there is actually there's going to be a new full original soundtrack coming out for Twisters, and it's going to have the Goo Goo Dolls, Shania Twain, Stevie Nicks, Van Halen, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, it sounds half good and half.
I don't see Hank the Third on this. Yep, I don't see him on here. So next we have, I'm just going to do a quick review, Unfrosted on Netflix, the Pop-Tart movie.
The Pop-Tart movie? It's called what?
It's called Unfrosted. So it is so I thought I was going to watch a, like, I guess like a biopic of Pop-Tarts. I felt like it was more like a family movie about...
Was this Jerry Seinfeld's movie?
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay. Go ahead. Continue.
Look, now I thought I was going into something completely different. I knew it was going to be a comedy. I just didn't think it was going to be like that slapstick retro comedy. Does that make sense? So it had like punny jokes. It had little quips. It had little Easter eggs about different companies like the Quaker Man and Rice Krispies, and a really funny thing about how these two kids in the garbage dumpster help Jerry Seinfeld's character come up with these inventions. But the highlight of the movie is pretty much the end of the movie where a crazy situation happens that reminisces a very historical thing that happened in America about a few years ago. And it's probably the funniest part of the movie. But if I had to go in and give you a number about this movie, it's
on the 10-inch scale. Where are you at on the 10? We already have a scale for this. It's fucking 10 inches. What do you got?
6.5, 7.
It's not bad. That's not bad. It's a little girth. It's not exactly fucking pushing your guts out, but freaking like it's a happy size.
Yeah, and I love comedy, which our next segment's going to be about a roast. But like, this wasn't that type of comedy. If you're familiar with Jerry Seinfeld's comedy, I'm a huge fan of Seinfeld, so you know what you're going to get.
Well, I'm not a huge fan.
They lost me when I was scrolling through the cast list and I saw Amy Schumer.
Don't even get me started. I was disgusted.
So like,
they lost me at Amy Schumer.
But there's a dude in the movie who plays her assistant, and that dude is just fucking hilarious. Like, just like
he steals the scene. He's a scene stealer.
Yeah, and it's so funny because like he does like this campy like, oh, well, what are you gonna do about it? Like this like really campy character, and he works so good with it. And I'd actually like to see him as the Joker. That actor is actually called I'll tell you right now. He was on the show called New Girl. The actor is and Bill Burr plays John Kennedy, which he was the highlight of the whole fucking movie, to be honest with you, because he says something about
what service is this on? I might need to fucking. I'm not a huge fan of Seinfeld. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I might watch that tonight.
So it's Seinfeld, Hugh Grant, Melissa McCarthy, Amy Schumer, Jim Gaffigan, Bill Burr, Christian Slater, who plays the Milkman. Yeah, James Marsden, Dan Levy, Peter Dinklage, Max Greenfield, John Hamm. There's a lot of people.
That's a who's who. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a who's who of like comedians and fucking.
That's exactly what it is. It's like all of Seinfeld's friends put into one movie, and it worked.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric. Yeah, listen. All I'm going to say is that there was Bernie Mac, and there was Cedric the Entertainer. Now I'm taking my wife's joke right now, but I think we would have been better off with Bernie Mac still around. Is all I'm saying.
Bernie Mac's what?
He's gone.
Oh, you wish Bernie Mac was fucking here. Yeah.
I don't find Cedric funny. I'm just saying.
It's like the fucking blue collar comedy tour. There's like, if you like 1 out of the 4, you're lucky. I like the drunk guy. Was it Ron White? I like him. You know what I mean? Like the other three, I'm kind of like, but like watching a dude fucking hold a fucking like water and whiskey, you know what I mean, and just fucking sip on it and tell drunk stories. Like I can do that. You know what I mean? Like,
they call me tater salad.
Now as we're getting south, now as we're going south, because things are starting to get really haywire at the moment. The roast of Tom Brady.
I heard a lot about this. I did not get a chance to watch it. I apologize, guys.
Before we get to it, I just want to add in. So, and I'm sorry, Scolini. We have different opinions on this specific individual. The last roast I watched was the roast of Bert Kreischer, and the only way to watch that was through OnlyFans, right? And that was the sorriest fucking shitty fucking roast I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was terrible.
Yeah, no, the roast of Bert was fucking completely
It was
horrible.
terrible. Now, look. I'm not a Bert Kreischer fan. I'm not going to go into why. I don't want to shit in anyone's cereal, but it just like after I was turned off from the roast after that. Like it was terrible. But then Netflix was just like, "Hey, we're going to do the greatest roast of all time, the roast of Tom Brady." And Squilini, kick it off.
I mean, it was good. You go ahead, John.
Oh man, so okay, yeah, so
I didn't watch it, so I think Joe needs to refill his drink real quick.
oh yeah, so I mean, everybody. There's so many people who love Tom Brady, and I mean, I can feel like that Tom Brady was the perfect person to roast, and he was actually a very good sport about this.
I was gonna say,
There was one moment. There was one moment that he got off his seat, and they cut it off from the Netflix post production, where Jeff Ross made a happy ending joke about Robert Kraft.
Okay.
And Tom Brady went up and was like, "Don't ever fucking say that again."
For real though?
Like for real. Like he was like genuinely pissed off about it. And like
So one of Brady's only things was no sex jokes about Robert Kraft.
yeah, I'm gonna get to that too,
But
Dungeon.
But why? I just want to know, but why? Oh, you know. Oh, yes. Oh, you do. That's like that's.
Well, we know why, but
Yeah, we know why they're making the jokes about Robert Kraft. I mean, but it's funny that Tom Brady, out of everything, the dude's fucking squeaky clean in general for the most part. You know what I mean? Like he's just like the fucking boring ass fucking potato salad of fucking like great football, right?
now the other
He's the
thing,
whitest white person to ever play fucking football.
yeah,
It really fucking is. But the fact that he would like back up Kraft on a couple of those things where like it's like that's the line you draw, but that's the line, like out of all the things like that, not your wife, your ex-wives or fucking any of that. Like they can joke about anything except Robert Kraft.
well, and his kids. Another rule was to the talk
Okay,
about
no jokes about the kids. You can joke about the ex-wives, the girlfriends.
he kind of broke his own rule because do you mind spoilers, Jay?
What's my name? Fucking, my name is Jay Campbell.
I'm
Dude.
gonna
Like, I don't give a fuck.
guys, I'm gonna put a spoiler warning up here.
I got it.
Oh, sweet. I press it again. My bad.
I
So
got it.
yeah. So one of the craziest moments was that when Tom Brady went up and he started roasting everybody, he made a joke to Kim Kardashian and was just like, I know she was nervous here today, not because of the roast, but because she left her kids at home with their father. And
that's a good joke.
that was a good one. Randy Moss made a hilarious joke about saying, like, you didn't trust in me to cheat with you guys,
right? That's pretty good.
That was the NFL. First off, Andrew Schultz, who's one of the funniest comedians right now, said that it was amazing to see all these NFL legends come up. Joe Bledsoe, Randy Moss, Gronk was there, you know, and they were just Kobalas.
Oh, so yeah, you're welcome.
They
Kobalas. Thank you.
Like,
thank you, Kobalas.
Yeah, thank you, Kobalas.
Yeah.
I will say the best part, it's a roast of Tom Brady, but they roasted Gronk more than they fucking roasted Tom.
Oh my God, yo.
That's what I wondered was how they were going to even roast. Like, how do you roast a guy that won fucking 7 Super Bowls? You know what I mean? It's like
his wife. They talked about
fucking, he's just so squeaky clean. He's so boring. He's boring.
Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. I have to say, their little thing that they did was actually kind of hilarious. They even went off to say that Tom Brady, they compared him to a Nazi, which was fucking hilarious. Like everyone was
along the lines of a joke I would make. It's like when you're too perfect. When you're too perfect, it's like
every comedian was on fire. You know, usually there's always one person that always bombs. Not one person bombed. But for me, the highlight of the night was Kill Tony's host, Tony Hinchcliffe, who went in and he said things that I can't even say on the air right now. That's how crazy it was. And I just want to say, Netflix, good on you, because you didn't even take it out. Like comedy,
Netflix doesn't fucking care.
No, comedy's back, and this helped me. Like, and Brandon Wayner from You, Me, and Laura said this. After watching that, it made me feel so much better about how we do podcasts.
Mm-hmm. That's why we've never established hard fucking line boundaries for ourselves.
Yeah.
We're all about like, we'll say whatever the fuck we want to say. If people don't like it, they can turn it the fuck off.
And this was so, but Tony Hinchcliffe, he went, and I am going to say this joke because it was absolutely hilarious. Dana White, he did a 60-second thing, and that's the thing. So Kill Tony, the show is you pull a name out of a bucket, you do 60 seconds to do a bit. So there was only one name in the thing, and then the name was Dana White, and he was sitting with Max Holloway and Sean O'Malley. over to the
Okay.
side of him in the same table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dana White went up on he said, he goes, you guys gave me 60 seconds to roast Tom Brady. My name is Dana. Is that not trans enough for you, you liberal fucks?
That's pretty funny for Dana White. That's for our favorite tomato head. Like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Hey, Dana White. I mean, the roast was great.
Yeah.
Gentleman Jet, thank you for coming.
Dude, everyone
Dana
that's here today, thank you guys very much. We especially appreciate some of the interactions. That's been something that all three of us have been kind of anxiously awaiting, is having audience participation from time to time in our shows. Thank you all for freaking like being here live with us, and thank you for chiming in on our YouTube. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
But yeah, no, Dana, that joke from fucking Dana, he said it and I was like, yep, and this is when he gets canceled.
We love you. We love you, Kobe. We love you.
Joe, don't you know you can't cancel billionaires, dude? It doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore.
They did such a good job. I mean, even Andrew Schultz, the one comedian, he said that for the NFL legends to go up there and read a teleprompter and not skip a beat, and just like there were even jokes saying that Gronk was reading the teleprompter ahead of time and laughing at the jokes before the jokes were made.
He was though.
Yeah.
Like every time they zoomed at him before a fucking joke would come out of somebody's fucking mouth, Gronk's over there fucking giggling like a giddy fucking schoolgirl. And it's like, this motherfucker's reading the goddamn teleprompter.
That's cute though. That's cute. Do you guys know where Gronk went to college?
Where?
University of Arizona, Tucson, motherfuckers.
Really? Did he really?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet him?
Look it up. No.
No.
He was in college, I think, when I was in high school, and then he graduated and got drafted and went to the NFL. But I was a kid when he graduated college. I was a kid.
Yeah.
I would say out of that entire thing, so they're doing a bit, and like someone's like, I think it was Brady talking to Kraft and Belichick, like, all the years I spent with you guys, 20 plus fucking years, and we've never had a drink together. And then they busted out, and Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Brady all did a fucking shot of tequila.
But Belichick walked. He didn't even want to like be there. Belichick's face was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be next to this guy. And as soon as they took the shot, Belichick he turned around and walked away.
But at least he did it.
He did it.
So this is two things on Netflix I need to fucking watch possibly tonight for you guys.
Like, and then later on after the Belichick, Brady, and Kraft shot, Kevin Hart made fucking Belichick and Kraft do a shot, just the two of them.
Yeah.
That's fucking just stir that pot. Stir that pot.
So nice to see the
Evan
roast
was going hard.
It was so nice to see the roast back. I wonder what's the next one is going to be. I really hope to see like more. I want to see Tony Hinchcliffe host it.
Where's Fordham University?
That's in New York.
That's in New York? Okay. For Jam and Jet? I was just curious.
So how about fucking Jeff Ross coming out in the fucking jersey
outfit?
The roast Jay Simpson is what the back of his fucking jersey said. And then he pulls off black leather gloves and screams, "If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit." And then fucking goes into his bit when he first came out.
Jeff Ross was great. Andrew Schultz was great. Tony Hinchcliffe, every single one of them.
I like it. I like it when they let people like just fly. You know what I mean?
And then they made a joke about, a white Bronco showing up to the stadium, and it was fucking Manning.
Manning did come out.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That did happen. So, I mean, what else we got today? We didn't get to talk about this yet, but it's happening very soon. But first off, everyone who's here today who all came from Stone Vet, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We really do appreciate it. Like, we appreciate like the interaction.
Stone Vet has been showing hell yeah. Stone Vet has been showing a lot of love, his community a lot of love, and we appreciate you guys coming through. We're here to party. But one thing that we didn't
what we do
get to talk about, Conor McGregor is coming back to fight Michael Chandler finally. I knew that was the reaction I was gonna get. Let's hear it.
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it, but I got bad news for fucking Conor, dude. I don't think it's gonna work out so well for him this time.
You think Conor's gonna get his ass whooped?
It's not going in the direction that fucking Conor wants it to go in.
Look at his last several fights. Look at the time dispersals between his last few fights. His last good fight was against Donald Cerrone, and I still lived in Colorado, so that's at least 3+ years ago.
Oh,
his last good fight was against Donald Cerrone, and before that, he got his fucking shit pushed in by fucking Khabib. You know what I mean? And when he broke his foot, and then when he broke his foot against fucking Poirier,
yep,
like, he is not. He is not. The last time Conor McGregor was on top of the fucking world, I was in Afghanistan in 2016 when he beat fucking Eddie Alvarez and became the first double champ. 2016 was fucking 8 years ago. 8 fucking years ago. I wish him the best. Maybe he'll surprise me again because he surprised me before. But I have a bad feeling Michael Chandler's going to fucking eat his lunch. Eat his fucking lunch. Like,
yes, he fucking is.
Like, that's just. I was an old school, like, when McGregor was on the come up, that was some magical shit.
Yeah.
That was some magical ass shit when he was on the come up. And it kind of culminated when he beat Eddie Alvarez. And everything since he beat Eddie Alvarez has been a fucking cocaine-fueled frenzy of a fucking nightmare. And he doesn't perform the way he used to perform in the octagon. And he just, it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing. You know what I mean? Like, just watching the stars fall from the sky.
Oh yeah.
You know? And all the things that they burn when they hit the ground. You know what I mean? It's just, it sucks. It hurts my heart. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, please.
Right now, my whole thing, obviously, we talked about twisters. We've got McGregor coming back. We have fucking Tyson coming back. Why the fuck are we reliving fucking the glory days of fucking when shit used to be good or trying to fucking do it? Like, leave well enough fucking alone. Give other people time to fucking shine. I mean, granted, I want to see Tyson knock the fucking living shit out of fucking Paul. However,
common sense would indicate
leave it the fuck alone.
You're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong.
Hey, this part right here. That off is going to be insane because this shit has been brewing for years now. For years.
Chandler has suffered some injuries. He's not the same as he used to be. I think he's
an animal though.
He's stayed a lot more in MMA shape than fucking McGregor has. I guarantee it.
He's a hot boy, man. He wants to fight.
That's all. Some of these fucking crazy psychos, fucking Max Holloway just lives to fucking fight. He does not care. It's never personal for him. You know what I mean? It's like he just wants to fucking fight. He lives to fight. He enjoys it. He fucking smiles inside when he's fucking teeing off on somebody, or if somebody's teeing off on him. It makes him happy even when he's getting teed off on.
Oh yeah.
Like, and some people are just like that. They have that fucking, and I'm sure Conor McGregor used to have that.
Yeah.
I think he's had a few too many red panty nights the last like almost decade. He's had a few too many red panty nights, and that fucking fire ain't there like anymore. And that's the part I worry about. He could be just doing this for a fucking paycheck. This is just icing on his cake. So he win, lose, or draw, it means nothing to him. It means nothing to him. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Chandler is gonna fucking eat his lunch. I really am. Like I hate to say that. I was a big Conor McGregor fan when he was on the come up. When he beat
I was too.
When he beat Chad Mendez. When he beat Mendez and then he knocked out Jose Aldo in 11 seconds, the fight after that. That was like his star was just meteorically rising. And he was making true on like what he was bringing to the fucking octagon. That dude has not brought it since 2016. Like, and his best performance was against a fucking aging and fucking like half washed up fucking Donald Cerrone. since fucking 2016, and that was a few years ago. Like, John, when was the last time? Like, when was his last match? Like, what was the year? Like, how long has it been since he's been in the octagon?
So his last match was in 2021. That was the Poirier fight.
It's like that was right after we fucking moved here. That's right. God damn, dude.
Yep.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, and that was where Poirier took the fucking bout.
Yeah, he hasn't fought. When is this fucking fight supposed to happen, John? Against Chandler.
June 29th.
Next month? This is happening next month?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I think we might need to fly this. We might need to fly the black flag for that night, guys. Let's sail the 7 seas, dude.
Yeah,
that's when we do it. That's when we have the fucking watch party. The four of us, we just fucking watch it together and fucking watch.
We need to do something because fucking I'm not throwing down money for that, dude, because I don't think it's gonna last very long. I really, really don't. Although, John, there was a really good highlight reel fucking knockout last night. Dude got fucking shot against the fence. It was really good.
Oh no!
That's like fucking his last fight against Poirier in 2021 was a KO/TKO in round 1 at 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
like McGregor got his shit rocked.
Yeah, and then he stepped back and he broke his foot, and he fucking they had to he made it out of the round, but fucking he couldn't continue. He couldn't continue because he had a broken fucking foot, and it's like that was 3 years ago. That was 3 fucking years ago. That's the last time he stepped foot in the octagon, dude. That's bad juju. That is bad juju. Like that does not bode well for our friend McGregor. Okay.
No.
Like,
so we got some military news now. I'm starting it now because there's going to be some interesting topics to talk about.
Okay.
We have a very bad situation that happened this week in Florida where a senior airman, special operations officer, was shot as seconds after he opened up his door. Coming from article written by BBC, Florida police have publicly released a body cam footage from a deputy sheriff who shot senior airman Roger Fortson, 23 years old. A lawyer of the victim's family, citing a witness, alleged the police bursted into the wrong home. But they have disputed the claim and said that the deputy reacted in self-defense after he saw the Fortson armed with a gun. The airman was shot on May 3rd at his home from the Special Operations Wing at Hurlburt Field, Florida, where he is based. That police officer has been placed on administrative leave, and it's currently being investigated by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the state attorney's office. This is a devastating.
I saw the body cam footage.
I have too.
Those cops are fucking idiots. Okay, they have no fucking discipline. Okay, they have no idea what the fuck de-escalation is.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way,
those
specific fucking Keystone This is the same fucking department that got into a fucking firefight because a fucking acorn fell in their fucking car. Same exact fucking department.
This is the fucking acorn department.
Same one. Same fucking department. These are fucking Keystone cops. They're fucking gangs. Okay, they act like fucking gangs. You are legally allowed to have a fucking firearm in your own fucking home, especially in Florida. Yeah, those fucking Keystone cops murdered that kid. That was a straight up murder. That was fucking murder. Mm-hmm. And they were at the wrong house. You come
into the wrong fucking house. Hey, de-escalation tactics, motherfucker. Dude.
Like, bro, like
if anybody in this fucking group, I mean, obviously Jay knows de-escalation tactics too, being infantry. But from a policing standpoint, I was a fucking cop. I know de-escalation tactics. Thank you. Okay, so what? We hit the wrong fucking house. I see somebody with a gun. I'm going to de-escalate the fucking situation. I'm not going to shoot unless they go to fucking point that gun at me. Yes, I might draw up.
I saw the fucking video. It never got pointed at the cops.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I'm getting at, though. That's what I'm getting at. There was no legal reasoning behind fucking that cop pulling the goddamn trigger. The gun wasn't pointed at them. They weren't being threatened by the dude. He just had a fucking gun in his own fucking home.
That's it. And he
And
was
you
allowed to do
busted in
that.
his fucking door. What the fuck do you expect to happen? Most states that have carry laws have castle laws also, or stand your ground laws, that allow you to defend your own fucking property from invasion, from fucking trespassers, shit of that nature.
Did you see what the cop did? Like when he knocked the first time, he fucking like stood out. He stood out of the way of the people. It's like anybody can fucking stand out of the way of the people and say it's the fucking cops. That ain't gonna fucking like, dude, like that just makes me fucking more sketched out. No shit. He showed up to the fucking door with a gun. You know what I mean?
Well, and
No shit.
that's my thing. Like I've seen,
we're not cop haters here. We're anti cop murder. Okay, that's all it is here. Like we understand in a civilized society we need law enforcement.
The
Absolutely.
problem we have is that in some cities, in some counties, we have police organizations that are more like fucking Nazi regimes than actual fucking policing.
Thank you. That's fucking that, and that's
almost every fucking police department across the nation has to protect and serve in their fucking motto somewhere.
Except the courts have now found that they are not legally bound to protect or serve. They don't have to. Like, and they've won court cases on this shit. And it's like, then what the fuck are you doing the job for?
Well, and that's just like,
you have to go to court. You have to go to court to prove that you're not legally obligated to protect and serve as law enforcement. Then what the fuck are you doing the job for? Right.
I'm sorry.
Right?
You know, the court systems that fucking determined that and shit, those fucking judges need to be fucking thrown the book at too, because
there definitely needs to be some reform with our legal system.
Part of policing is fucking community service and community activism and protecting your fucking community.
God damn it, Joe.
I know plenty of fucking departments.
Come on.
The fucking police department in my city, they hold community events. They go out. They fucking, you know, even our SWAT team. And this is something, you know, I've seen it on TV shows where they've done it, but I've actually seen it in person where even our SWAT team once a month has patrol days where they put on their regular fucking uniform, get in a fucking squad car and go out there and interact with the community.
Good.
And that's the proper way to fucking police a community. Make your presence known in a peaceful fucking manner.
Be friends.
Show the people that you're there to help them, not to fucking fuck with them.
It's your city. It's your town. It's your fucking neighborhood. You have to, like, you should be the protection for it.
If you're out there doing these, if you're out there doing these community events and making it known that you're there to help, not to fucking harm, you're not going to have a lot of shit go down. You're not going to have fucking looting. You're not going to have fucking rioting. You're not going to have all this shit that's happened with other fucking states, other counties, other fucking municipalities.
The community itself will see a reason to bind together as a community. So when fucking bad shit happens, they're not going fucking ape shit and just fucking going.
The community is going to trust the police in the community when they do those things.
Correct.
Absolutely. And to the family, the Fortson family, you know, our thoughts are with you. It's
what could we ever say? Like, that kid's gone. Yeah. He's gone forever, bro. And
I can't imagine being today, you know, for the family. So, you know, our thoughts.
I hope the family gets some semblance of fucking justice out of this.
Absolutely.
Like police cannot have carte blanche immunity. Okay.
Nope.
Like immunity for cops is dangerous. It sets a dangerous precedent because then they can do whatever the fuck they want. And then they start acting like gangs. Okay. I know out in California, they have a huge problem in the fucking LA Sheriff's Department. Okay. It's gang activity within the fucking Sheriff's Department, within the fucking city police. Okay. I grew up out West. Like, I'm not unfamiliar with some of these things. That's all I will say.
Yeah.
I'm not unfamiliar with some of these things. And that we have got to be able to trust our law enforcement officials. We've got to be able to trust our judges. Okay. We need to be able to trust that if somebody is getting the fucking bracelets put on, there's a fucking reason for those bracelets to be put on. Right. Okay. Yep. And if you're going to fuck around and act a fool with a cop, yeah, you're gonna get something, and it's gonna be coming. Okay, it's gonna be coming your way. But cops don't just get carte blanche to bust your fucking door down, raid you in the fucking middle of the night like some fucking gangbangers. Okay, and take lives out of your household. You know what I mean?
That's the
So,
that's the sad thing about it. Like
that's all we're saying.
And the thing is, as a nation here lately, all you ever see in the media is the bad of law enforcement.
Correct.
You never see the media fucking, you never see on the fucking news these departments that actually do these community things and go out and fucking do that shit.
There are good cops out there. There are absolutely good cops out there. The only problem is if you got a bad apple in your fucking department and that department isn't doing everything it can to shove that bad apple out, that bad apple fucking just stained the whole fucking bucket full. You know what I mean? And that's the
exactly.
I wish there was an easy solution to this. There's not going to be. There's going to be people that swear in and raise their hand to be deputized or constableized to be law enforcement officials. Okay.
Yeah.
We need that in our country. We have to have that. We have the third biggest population in the world after fucking India and China. That's a fact. Look it up.
Yeah.
United States is the third most populous country in the world. We need cops.
Yep.
But goddamn, they got to do a better fucking job than that shit. My apologies, John.
No, you're good. And before we go into the next thing, the next news bit, Donna, I've actually heard of CJ Grisham. I'm going to reach out to him. I've heard of this guy before. I've seen him in a couple things before. Also, Jam and Jet, from experience, I am from New Jersey. I lived in New York City for years. I actually was, I witnessed a lot of that stuff, even being attacked by two police officers one time when I was younger. Oh, shit. Cinnamon rolls are on deck, boys.
There you go. There you go.
I just had pancakes.
Yeah, so So Jamin, I know exactly. In fact, to be honest with you, I lived in the Bronx. I used to live a couple blocks away from Fordham University, and that's where I saw it the most, especially on Fordham Ave, where you see groups of people scamming other people, playing dice and cards in there. So, like, you would see the police kind of just like walk in and, be a part of it, but not in a communal way.
Right.
If that makes sense. You grew up in Westchester.
Fucking Westchester. Is that where you're from?
That's Maurice's favorite place in the world. And if you know who Maurice is, if you don't know who Maurice is, I'm just gonna say Yanis Papa's 3-card scam. Yeah, there it is. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. The 3-card scam. So next in news, this one holds true to my heart. But it's actually kind of funny. So have you guys been able to see what military defects have been looking like lately?
I just remember from when I got out a few years ago, they were still.
They've been making it more accessible for soldiers to come in. So they've built kiosks for soldiers to come in and get their stuff. So the Army that pumped out $4 million to expand this. They came up with a new method, and now the kiosks are about to be obsolete. So it's super.
I saw that when they were working on it and it, and I was like, I don't think that's going to work much better than
it's not working.
There's a failure point in the Army's defects, and the failure point is in the fucking chain of command every time. Mm-hmm. I was stationed at Fort Carson for the last 7 years of my career. For the portions of those 7 years when I was not deployed or fucking in the field training, I would occasionally stop into our DFACs to see how the soldiers were eating, and I would eat there just to see how the soldiers were eating. And sometimes it wasn't always bad. I'm not going to say it was always bad. I usually went in for breakfast because the Army is, for the most.
Breakfast was the best meal that the Army could make.
For the most part, the Army doesn't fuck up breakfast. For the most part,
from experience, our highest numbers and our best foods were through breakfast.
Yeah. Now that being said, lunch and fucking dinner. The Army has had problems for fucking years, and you have single soldiers that are basically forced to live on base. Okay, unless they want to pay an exorbitant amount out of pocket to live off base and still maintain their barracks, because they would still have to freaking maintain their barracks even if they lived off base. and they'd have to get permission to live off base first. When you're forcing these kids to live on base, that is their only meal option unless they go and have to buy their own food. In their barracks, they don't have some barracks, you're not even allowed to have like hot plates. There's no stove. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to cook in your room, right? So they're forced, like they're basically like eat the shitty DFAC, or maybe it's closed right now. It's not even fucking open, right? And you're hungry for fucking dinner. You just got off work. It's fucking 1800, and the goddamn DFAC is closed again. Now you have to pay money out of pocket just to eat your fucking dinner after a long ass fucking day at the motor pool or in the fucking goddamn S shop, whatever the fuck your MOS is. You know, you're hungry though. Like it's been a long fucking day.
You know,
the flag went down an hour ago. You're just now getting off, and now the fucking DFAC's closed. Imagine how much fucking morale that kills.
I don't mean to interrupt. My specific DFAC in Fort Benning, we combated that. We had 3 shifts instead of 2.
Yeah.
3.
That's what it takes. It's logistics. And the failure point is in the chain of command for not providing proper logistics to man and fucking operate and keep freshly stocked these DFACs for our soldiers. And a lot of it has been with private companies coming in, and there's a whole thing. It goes into, it's not just the fucking DFACs. It's how on-base housing. Yeah. Fucking, like there's a multitude of things.
And they're spending millions on that too right now too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
So, I mean, obviously, you know, we've got the logistic issues with the DFAC, with on-base housing, with shit like that. Y'all want to know what happened yesterday at the Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point Air Show?
Oh, shit.
I've got some people.
What?
So, my sister-in-law and her husband, they're down that way for the weekend with his family, and they bought tickets to go to the fucking air show yesterday. $350 for the fucking group to go.
What?
They leave their fucking house. It was like 6 people.
Holy shit.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, but they got premium tickets so they'd get, you know, really good fucking seating and not have to bring their own chairs and shit. I don't fucking know. They spent way more than they should have to begin with. But so they leave their beach house at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. At fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they hadn't even made it on base yet. The air show started at fucking 11 a.m. Eastern. Oh. Traffic was so backed up, they moved 20 feet in 2.5 hours.
No.
It sounds like the line trying to get into Warped Tour.
Dude, fuck that.
There were so many people that just ended up turning around, going back to their house, going back to the beach. There was the comment section for it was fucking hilarious on Facebook. There were people that traveled from fucking out of state. There was one couple that drove down from fucking Quantico, Virginia for the air show yesterday and couldn't even get on base.
Missed it. I missed it. Oops.
Did they get to see it from outside at least?
No, because they were so far back in traffic, they weren't even close enough to fucking see the damn jets for the air show.
Damn.
Fuck all that, dude. It's logistics. Logistics, people.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to figure out what fucking, you know, colonel or fucking whoever fucking gets fucking whoever it is. I'm just waiting to find out who gets fired.
And I got one for you that's going to question a firing in this last news article I have. Are you ready for this?
Oh, here we go. Can't wait.
A Navy supply ship has run aground by a junior officer off the coast of Bahrain shortly after the ship's master, his captain, left the bridge to eat dinner, an investigation has revealed.
In Bahrain?
Yeah. The USNS Alan Shepard had finished up a maintenance period on July 15th. It was on the way to a port in Bahrain when she was directed to an area just offshore to wait on a pilot. The master took the ship there and then went on to eat dinner, leaving the ship in the hands of a much more junior third officer.
Well, that don't look good, do it.
And 30 minutes later, the Alan Shepard was grounded on a shoal.
God damn it, dude.
The investigative summary that was provided to military.com found that after the ship's master, as well as the navigator and the chief's mate, left to eat, the ship's third officer became distracted by a fishing vessel and tried turning the Alan Shepard to avoid it. However, the officer, who has not been identified, was not cognizant of the ship's position in relation to the shoals and shallow water while he was maneuvering the vessel.
What the fuck?
It wouldn't be until the next day when, helped by rising tide and tugs, the ship would be freed from the sand. The investigation noted that the Alan Shepard's standing orders dictate the masters will be on the bridge when the ship is in shallow water. It cited the failure of the ship's top officers to follow their own rules as one of the factors that led to the incident.
Correct. That is correct. You can't. We don't. If you do the rules is rules, dude. Like, you don't break your own rules.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not when you're, operating fucking multi-bajillion-dollar ships.
Isn't there a general order for something like this?
Yeah.
What's your first general order?
I will not abandon my post, or I will guard my post and everything within the limits of my post until I'm properly relieved.
And there it is.
So I'm properly relieved. Like, you have to be relieved. You don't fucking abandon, you don't take the top 3 dudes off the deck in the captain's mast, fucking, and go eat dinner all at the same time.
Yep.
The Navy's getting hit the last couple weeks, man. The backward scope. Now this.
Right. They're kind of taking some hits.
Yeah. So the first of the 11 Navy general orders to take charge of this post and all government property in view. The second, to walk my post in a military manner, keeping always on the alert and observing everything that takes place within sight or hearing.
Yep.
That motherfucker broke 1 and 2.
Oops. That's kind of embarrassing, huh? Poor bastards, dude. Those poor bastards. I'm glad I ain't fucking them. I'm glad I wasn't an officer. I'm glad I wasn't a fucking officer. Like, oops.
I would have hated to have been on that ship too. Oh shit.
I couldn't have done the Navy. I don't know how they do it. I'm always so pleased when I meet people from the Navy because I couldn't do the Navy. Like, that was like
seasick?
No, it's not even a fear thing. It's just like there's nothing out there. It's just water. And
I have
you're just like sleeping all cramped. Like, you're around people. Think about how much we were around people in the Army, right? In the Navy, if like on fucking boat, when you're on one of the ships, that's like you're just nut to butt with humanity, and you're gone for like 6 months at a time, all the time, and you sleep in this little fucking 18-inch fucking thing. You can't even fucking roll over. Okay, you can't even fucking roll over. Like, fuck that shit.
Holy shit. Holy shit, Jammin' Jet.
That's dope. That's fucking dope. Hell yeah.
Fucking
See,
cool.
I live by the philosophy of, if I was meant to be on the water for an extended period of time, or near water or in water for an extended period of time, I'd have been a fucking fish.
Thank you. Yeah, I keep my feet on the ground and I keep them fucking dry as possible. You know what I mean?
Like the wife, she's constantly, I want to go on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise. Nah, fuck that.
I'm good. I'm fucking good on that shit, bro. Like, I don't need a fucking cruise, dude. I can fucking turn on my fucking TV, put on like ocean waves, like coming into a beach on like repeat. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. You know what I mean? Like the fucking beach is where fucking dirt meets water. Okay, as Bill Hicks so eloquently said one time, like, I'm good right fucking there. I don't need anything. I don't need to go out into it. I don't need to see how fucking deep it is. Yeah,
if I have the feeling to smell salt water air, I'm going to the fucking beach where I can still be on fucking land and see water.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is hilarious. I was raised that the Navy was a branch of the Marines. And then we have Dylan. I work with a dude that was underwater for 7 years of his career, and he's definitely different.
Yeah, I fucking bet. Submariners? Yeah, the Submariners, that's a whole different classification of, like, that's a whole different part of the Navy. The Submariners, you're like, nope, fucking nope.
When I was in high school.
That's Panama.
This dude's a badass.
He's talking about Panama. Yeah. I remember when that happened.
When I was in high school, my area having Marine bases, Army bases, Air Force, all in this area of in North Carolina. My high school had Navy JROTC.
Okay.
And our enlisted instructor was a Master Chief Petty Officer that was a Submariner. That dude was a whole different breed of fucked up.
Guarantee it. Guarantee it, dude.
Like, one of my buddies fucked around and found out one day. Fucking Chief, love Chief to death. Probably one of the biggest influences in my life that wasn't a member of my family. Chief snagged this kid up by the fucking collar of his dress blues and fucking body slammed his ass through a fucking table.
Well, good. Sounds like the kid deserved it. I love how we're talking about like abusing kids in high school, but sometimes they got it coming, you know.
Listen, some of them start coming in, and I've seen the videos on Facebook.
That's how they learn. That's how they learn. Fuck around and find out what the fucking.
And then our officer instructor was a Marine Corps full bird colonel that used to fly the fucking Herring.
Holy shit. And guys, we're coming up towards the end. Super excited. I mean, this is a slamming episode. Yeah. You know, it flows quickly. We had, I'm expecting more. I mean, the summer's just about here, so I know things are about to get crazy in the news. So, I mean, in the next 2 weeks, right? Squilini and Jay will be together.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking cool.
So expect 214. I'm still working on trying to get a veteran guest for that episode, which is going to be interesting because a lot of them are busy. But yeah, expect that in the next 2 weeks. There's just more podcasting. Expect some crossovers with Brong Rips and video games, Clean and Friends, Yumi and Lore. Something. There's going to be some exciting stuff coming soon. We appreciate everything. If you want some merch, go to www.cleansanchez.com. When you go there, you could go over to the DD214 section. There's a couple merch things. And then today, there's going to be a new t-shirt, the Dumpster Fire t-shirt.
Dude.
Jay's been asking me about the Dumpster Fire. We're bringing it back. It's an old design that we've had. We're bringing back the Dumpster Fire. So be prepared for that, guys. But yeah, one of you guys, it's time. Take the final thought.
I could do it this week if that's okay, Joe.
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's been another 168. We're glad to have you guys. All right. Thank you guys very much for all the chat today and everything and being here with us live. The last week of my life there's been a little bit of like what you might call internalizing and pontificating over certain things. It's really, really easy for us to make mistakes. And I know for a lot of us, when we make mistakes, it like freaks us the fuck out, and it can trigger us, and it can trigger our behaviors and our emotions well past the point of when we make a mistake. I want to encourage everybody this week. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to freaking make amends after you've made those mistakes. Okay. But at the end of the day, we still have to move on. All right. We're not going to make a mistake and fucking go home that night and fucking cry into our fucking pillow because fucking shit didn't go our way. All right. I know it happens sometimes, and it happens with me too. So don't feel bad if it does, but that's not what we're supposed to do. We're definitely not supposed to take our bullshit out on other people because they don't fucking deserve it, especially the civilians. Okay. Civilians, our fucking spouses, our kids, our fucking pets. All right. We don't take our bullshit out on other people. Okay. If you're out at the fucking local watering hole and that fucking punk kid is fucking just talking too loud or whatever, fucking pay your tab and get the fuck out. Like, just leave. Okay. Like they aren't there to ruin your good time. It's easy for our good time to be ruined in general. Okay. Be aware of your surroundings, be situationally aware, be responsible when you imbibe. I know a lot of us kind of like self-medicate, if you want to call it that. We're not against that here, but we do advocate fucking responsibility with it. Extreme responsibility. Okay. We're talking about absolutely taking ownership of our own actions and our own devices and the stuff that we put out there, not only in public, but within our own households. Okay. If you are having a hard time, if you're having a bad day, if you are fucking sobbing into your fucking pillow and just fucking like barely able to breathe, okay, there are people you can call. All right. Call your family, call your friends, call your fucking homies from the goddamn service. I don't give a shit. Okay. If nobody's picking up the phone, if you got nothing left, all right, dial 988. All right. You can also dial 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. There are people there to listen to you. Licensed behavioral health specialists on the phones 24 hours a day, ready to take your call. Okay? Don't be scared. All right? Jesus hates a fucking pussy, so don't be one. All right? That's not what we fucking went through. All the fucking bullshit we went through just to fucking stumble and fall at the fucking finish line. Fuck that shit. We're going to be around for a fucking while. We're going to die fucking old and gray. All right? And we're going to laugh at the gods while we do it. All right? But we can't do it if we're fucking falling. Mm-hmm. All right? If you need some help, we're going to be here to fucking pick your ass up. That's what the fuck we do. We pick each other up and we fucking get you a little bit farther down the goddamn trail, okay, for the next person to fucking take over if you're still fucking hurting. When I was fucking battered and bruised a couple of years ago, we had some fucking bad times. All right? We had some fucking hard times, like dusty roads, hard times. Woo! These two fucking guys right here fucking picked my fucking folded ass up and carried me a little bit farther down the trail. All right. And it was one little step at a time, one little thing at a time. Some other homies came in. They fucking took me a little bit farther down the trail until now I can fucking stand on my own and I'm fucking walking down the trail on my own again. All right. If you need help, fucking get it. There is no shame in that shit. There's no dishonor in asking and reaching out for fucking help. I would rather carry you than watch you fucking crawl a mile on fucking broken glass and rocks. All right. I'd rather fucking carry you. My boots can fucking take that shit. Right? So that's what the fuck we're going to do. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. For everyone that joined us today, thank you very, very much. All right. We love you guys freaking very, very much. All right. Thank you all. We expect to see you guys here in approximately 168 hours, 7 days from now. Same bat time, same fucking bat channel. All right. No fucking around this week. Let's keep it fucking responsible. Let's keep it fucking tight. All right. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Okay. If you're gonna fucking hit it, fucking wrap it up. Okay. If you ain't got a condom, don't be a dummy. Shoot on our tummy. All right. Love you guys.
We love you guys. Yo.
You guys in about 168 hours.